Good morning, students. Hope you all are fine. Dear students, we have learned 5 types of figures of speech before. Today, I will go for further. In this video, we'll teach you about more 5 figures of speech. So, without wasting our time, let's get started. Today, we will learn about apostrophe, hyperbole, oxymoron, antithesis, and onomatopoeia. Let me explain each figure of speech with the examples. At first, we will see the apostrophe. An apostrophe is a direct address to the dead, to the absent, or to a personified object or idea. This figure is a special form of personification which is called exclamation figure of speech, addressed as it is present and capable of understanding. Exclamation mark is used in this type of figure of speech. Let's learn some examples. Life, I cannot understand you. In this example, we are talking with life as it is a living object and it is capable of understanding us. Also notice that the exclamation mark is used. Let's look into one more example. Why don't you ever work, you stupid computer? Here we are talking with a computer as it is a living object and is capable of understanding us. And notice that an exclamation mark is used. Let's look into one more example. Blow, wind, blow. In this example, we are talking with wind as it is living object and capable of understanding us. Notice that exclamation mark is used. So these were the examples of apostrophe. Now let's see another figure of speech. It is hyperbole. In this type of figure of speech, we exaggerate or overstate any statement. It is done for expressing something forcibly and clearly. Let's look into some examples. The river of blood flooded in the battlefield. Here in this example, to make the readers to understand that there was of too much of bloodshed in the battlefield, we exaggerated the situation or overstated it by saying that river full of blood was flooded. So this statement is a hyperbole. You are brighter than the shiniest star. So students, in this example we are overstating someone's beauty by telling that it is brighter than the shiniest star. Let's look into one more example. Her brain is the size of a pea. Here we are overstating her mind's functionality by telling that it is just the size of a pea. So it's a hyperbole. Let's learn the next figure of speech. It is oxymoron. An oxymoron is figure of speech containing words that seem to contradict each other. That is, one word says one thing and the other word says other thing. Oxymorons are extremely useful written in written English because they can make effective titles. And it is used to add grammatic effects, to add flavors to speech, and can sometimes be used to achieve comedic effects. Let's learn the examples. Number 1. It is an open secret. You can see the two opposite words in the same sentence. It is a secret, can't be open, and it is an open, it can't be secrets. So here you can see the oxymoron. Let's look into another example. All the politicians agree to disagree. In this sentence, there are two opposite words agree and disagree, so it's an oxymoron. Number 3. He is clearly confused in his decision. In this sentence, the opposite words clearly and confused can be seen, so it's an oxymoron. Let's learn about onomatopoeia. An onomatopoeia is defined as a word it imitates the natural sounds of a thing, that it is a word which is sound of that thing. Let's learn with some examples. Number 1. The buzzing bee flew away. What is the sound of a bee? It is buzz. As in this statement we are using the sound of bee. Buzzing, it is an onomatopoeia. Let's look into one more example. The large dog said bow wow. Now what is a sound of a dog? It is bow wow. As in this statement we are using the sound of a dog, it is onomatopoeia. Number 3. The snake slithered and hissed. Now what is the sound of a snake? It's hiss. As in this statement we are using the sound of snake, it is onomatopoeia. So let's learn about another figure of speech. It is antithesis. In antithesis, a striking opposition or contrast of word of sentiment is made in the same sentence. It is employed to secure emphasis. So let's learn some examples. Number one, to err is human, to forgive divine. In this example, two clauses are opposite from each other. Let's look into another example. It was the best of the times, it was the worst of the times. It was the age of wisdom, it was the age of foolishness. Here in this statement, the phrases the best of time and the worst of the times and the age of wisdom and the age of foolishness are opposites. So it is called the antithesis. Dear students, here I am going to finish my lecture. I hope you all have enjoyed. Thank you so much and learn well.